Welcome, my Forex trading friends. FXWithTerry.com live. We're going to trade the British pound news announcement that comes out at midnight my time, 29 minutes from now. And I will go into detail of what I'm doing, what's the concept, what's going on. Let's look at the news that's being released, and I'll tell you the concept. I'll show you the specific automated programming that I put in place to trade this. And this is the first time of me doing this. However, I am not a first-time Forex trader. I've been doing this 8 years and programming robots and settings and things like that. So this just kind of came up as an idea this afternoon. At the FXWithTerry.com free signals group, we talked about having such a large Forex news movement. Actually, earlier today, 28 minutes from now, it'll be tomorrow. But earlier today, we had some major news that moved the U.S. dollar and the Swiss franc extremely hard, and it affected a lot of different, currency crosses. It affected EUR CHF. It affected USD CHF specifically. So I talked about, potentially turning pairs off. And we're getting a bunch of trades that are coming through my premium signals, so you'll hear it kind of popping off on my phone here this late at night. So I don't expect a lot of movement. If you look here at the top, it says 12 a.m. GBP red news folder. I'm at forexfactory.com. I don't expect a lot of movement. I think the banks and the hedge funds all spent their load this morning moving the currency pairs. And what I'm going to show you here is really proof of concept and potentially something that I will do maybe pretty continuously moving forward. You'll notice, in fact, before we get too far into this, I want to show you something. If you go to forexfactory.com, you're going to want to set the time in the upper right-hand corner local to you. So I'm in Arizona, USA right now, because if you don't, then these corresponding times when the news event goes off are not going to match what you're doing. So you definitely want to do that. Now you can also do a filter here on the page, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. And I'm just going to filter out everything. I'm going to get rid of orange, yellow, and gray news folders and just hit apply filter. And it'll just give me the red folders that are going on this day. It says 11:16 p.m. in the upper right-hand corner. That's exactly what time it is. I'm sorry. I don't know why it says that actually, but yeah, that's actually weird. Actually, I think that's because I haven't refreshed. Let me refresh the page real quick. Yeah, I had to refresh the page. So now this is showing the entire week. What I want to do is I'm going to go back to the home page here. And now it's not going to give me what I want. Interesting. So let me see if I can click this particular day. So today's the 13th. There we go. So we're back. Interestingly enough, I don't know why it feels like, it seems like, because I was looking at the 13th. Sorry. So 13th is today. I'm not looking at the news. So here's the news that went off today. British pound, Swiss franc, and US dollar. Okay, so if I click the right arrow here, it takes me to what's going to happen, what we're trading exactly at midnight. British pound CPI is going off, and then at 8 a.m. British pound again, and then at 3 p.m. Australian dollar, 5:30 p.m. Australian dollar. So any of these could be traded, and I'll tell you the concept. We'll go look at, I've set this robot up on my VPS, my virtual private server. I'll show you the programming, I'll show you the settings, I'll show you what to expect. It should be pretty cool to at least watch this proof of concept, and I'll show you what the concept's going to be. But that's what's going on. I would be able to, if this is really powerful, I could turn this into a signal, and you could plug into it just before we go, just before the news is launched, and you could take the exact same trades on your account, whether it be demo or live or whatever the case may be. Now, as with anything Forex, you really have to learn the breadth and movement of the market. I've never really traded news. I see how news affects currency pairs at certain times. Like I said, this news announcement that comes out at midnight, so 24 minutes from now, it may just do nothing. There may be no movement at all. Maybe just a little flicker. So that's kind of what it's all gambling anyway, right? It's all degenerate gambling. So that's the news that I'm basing this off of. Let's go over to my VPS. So I'll share that with you and make sure it comes up on the screen. It does. I've got my trading parameters. I'll show you what they are. So what I have here is the bot running on 6 different currency pair charts. And I won't get too technical with you here, but I pulled up 6 GBP charts. So upper left is GBP USD, left to right GBP JPY, which I would think is probably going to be the big mover. Far right GBP CAD, and I put these on the 15-minute chart as more so of a visual than it doesn't really matter what you do it on. If I was just using one chart and looking at the full screen, I might look at it on the minute chart, but nonetheless the parameters will be the same. Lower left corner GBP CHF, middle bottom GBP AUD, and bottom right GBP NZD. I would imagine that GBP JPY and GBP NZD will move the most, but GBP, I mean, it's basically going to move, pretty much the same across the currency pair. Pretty much the same. We're going to see. I've never really watched it from this particular angle. So let me explain this to you, and I need to pull up a clock here on my mobile so we can kind of watch what time it's happening here. Let's see. World clock. There we go. Let me pull up my time. So I'm in Arizona, 11:38 p.m. So about 22 minutes before things are really going to start happening. In fact, let's talk about what's going to happen. So I've got my trading parameters here. My very first parameter, let me explain this to you, is that I've told the automated bot to start that the news launches at 10:00 server time. Okay? So the way to figure that out is to go to the view section in MetaTrader 4 and go to the market watch. And at the top of the market watch, and this is interesting, it says 08:39. So I might be off on my time. I might have to reprogram this real quick. I set it to set off at, yeah, I'm gonna have to reprogram this. So let's do something while I reprogram this, and I'm gonna have to do this really fast. I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you to the pause screen on the video here, and I'll talk you through what I'm doing, but I want to put it on pause. There we go. So it's going to pause for much more than a minute, but let me reprogram this, and you won't be able to see this because I don't want to reveal some stuff here. So stand by. Let's see here. I'm going to have to do this really quick. So instead of 1000, it's going to be 900. I think I kind of screwed that up. So anyway, it'll take me about 60 seconds to redo all of these. So I'm just changing it to 09. That's weird. I must have been off on my time. And therein lies the issue with this stuff. So I've changed 3 so far to 0900 launch. And in fact, it's going to be 0900 on, I hope this is right. Well, I mean, if it doesn't launch off, then, egg in my face. But that's kind of the whole point here. It's going to be proof of concept. 09 2 more to change. I swore I sat here and figured that out really hard. I'm used to East Coast time. And here I am on, what is this, Mountain time? 1 more to change, and then we'll come back to the screen. So 0900. All right, so I think we're good to go. Now let me rescale my windows here, and then I'll come back to you live. Almost ready. Stand by. I want to get it right back to the way that I had it. Okay, cool. I'll come back live here. And I'm glad I looked at that, and I'm glad we haven't had enough time to fix it. Let me come back to my browser, and then we'll go to the VPS. Okay, you should see this now. And in fact, let me make sure that you're getting audio. Yes, you are. So again, back to my programming parameters. I said 1000. It's actually 09. And if I view the market watch, so you can see it's 0842, okay, on the server time. And that's when you have to program a robot to do that. So our news goes off at 0900 server time, which is, midnight my time. So here is what I did, and let's look at my parameters. So I've got it to start at 0900, and what's going to happen is the orders we're going to place, and we'll talk about those, what I'm going to place. The orders are placed 3 minutes before the top of the hour. So at 0857, we're at 0843. You probably can't see it, but I'll give you a countdown as we get there. The orders I'm about to talk about are going to be placed on all 6 charts. It's going to be a lot of orders. Will it all be able to happen? Because it's a lot at once. It may overwhelm the system. Like I said, this is proof of concept, so we'll see. Normally, you'd probably just pick one currency pair chart and do news trading. I just wanted to see kind of like, the programming of it across 6 pairs. So the next thing is that these 3 orders, there's going to be 3 buy orders and 3 sell orders placed, and they are pending orders. And it's going to be above, a distance above, and we'll talk about that, and a distance below where the current price is. And I've told the bot, and we'll watch it up to this point, to delete all pending orders after the news trading 5 minutes after. So just delete all pending orders. However, what I suspect is going to happen is something else. Now, I'm bidding a lot of 0.10. So it's literally going to be 6 trades over 6 charts. 6 trades each over 6 charts. And I programmed it to do OCO. One cancels the other. So if the price pushes up and opens the pending buy order, it will close the pending sell orders and manage the pending buy order. If the price pushes down, it will open the sell orders, close the pending buy orders, and manage the sell orders in this way. So like I said, there'll be 3 buys and 3 sells on each chart. This should happen automatically. Now, this is the first time of me doing that. We might get right to the point, because I did some testing earlier, and nothing happens. Right? Either way, I can kind of mess with the programming and get it to at least fire off, but it won't fire off at the proper time. I'm going to set a 10 pip gap. So that means 10 pips between each of the 3 buy trades, the pending buy trades and the pending sell trades. The very first pending order will fire off 10 pips from the current price. So the first buy will be 10 pips up. The second and the first sell trade will be 10 pips down. Probably a little bit too much, because I don't think we're going to get that kind of movement. So it may not launch any of these pairs. It might not. I'm probably thinking it won't. Okay. I set a stop loss of 50 pips on each of the trades. I set a take profit of 50 pips total on each of the trades. I've got a trailing stop that will set the price to break even at 20 pips. I know this is a lot, and I've got a trailing step that will follow the price. If it pushes really hard, it will follow the price up. It will start trailing at 20 pips, and then it will follow the price at a step of 5 pips. So I get it, a lot going on. Let me just kind of like look at the times here. So the market watch is 0846. We're going to launch all of these trades at 0857, and then the news launches it into 0900. So I believe I got it right. Hopefully I said it all right. We'll see. But it's kind of like more fun and entertaining than anything. So let me move this over a little bit so I can still see the time. Got 10 minutes to go, just under 10 minutes. And that's basically what I wanted to share with you. I guess we can play some music or something. If you got any questions, let me know. I can come back to the live section here. And yeah, any questions, let me know. I'll glance at that, but this is kind of interesting. You know, I'll give you an example. If you look at, we could probably open one of these charts. Let me see which one moved. Probably, let me scale this real quick. Stand by. I gotta make one more change. Might as well, we got time, right? Let me go to the pause. So stand by, I'm gonna do a quick change here. Alright, that worked. I didn't really need to pause. Come back to this. Come back to the browser. If we open up, let's open up GBP NZD, and let's see if we can look back. Let me stop the chart from moving. Let's see here, charts. Let's go back in time. This is the 15-minute chart. Yeah, I guess we're not really seeing a lot of movement. Oh, what really wasn't GBP anyway. You know what? Actually, here's what I'll do. I will open up one of the charts real quick that we had some movement on. What was it? Was it, well, heck, US 30 is an example of how much the US currency moved. Let me see if I can open it up here. I'll just open a US 30 chart. Let's see here. Yeah, you can pretty much see it. Let me make sure that we're on the right time frame. 15 minutes, that's fine. So if I zoom in here, you can see what happened. This is US 30, so the US dollar just tanked extremely hard right at looks like 8:30 this morning. I believe that's 8:30 this morning Eastern time. But it did a hard push and affected a lot of people. Look what it's done since then. Literally a straight line, no volume. That's why I'm suspecting that they spent their load. You know, the market spent their load here on this big push, and it happened on, you know, Euro USD, I believe. Actually, let's look at EUR CHF real quick. We've got about 7 minutes. So EUR CHF, let me bring it up here. If I go back in time, let's see, 15-minute chart. Yeah, pretty much here's where it was. So you got three 15-minute, 4 15-minute candles that just pushed through the roof. And look what the market was doing before that. I mean, it was pretty flat. Just flat. You're like, oh, yawn, take a nap. And then it just, you know, it pushed really hard. So let me close those. Let me rescale this. We'll get set up for this thing to fire off. All right, there we go. just under 6 minutes before this launches. So I will try to, I really want to see it on the charts, and then I'll slide this up so we can see all the trades. They're all pending orders, and then we'll kind of go back and forth. But I really want to have the visual on the charts, because what's going to happen is we should see 3 pending buys and 3 pending sells, plus the take profit, plus the stop loss, plus a hidden trailing stop and step, all published on all 6 of these charts, literally all at once. We'll see. And if I got my programming wrong, it'll be depressing, and I'll have to trick it and force it into doing what I want it to do. So let me think for a second. So if this doesn't launch off, it gives me a 3-minute window. What I'll do is, if they all don't launch off, what I'll do is I'll go to GBP NZD full screen, and I'll set the programming on just that, because I can probably catch it in 3 minutes. I'll put it down to like launch at 1 minute before the news. Launch all of the pending, buy orders and sell orders for the news. But I think I got the timing right. And that's the thing, one of the things I normally have, and I don't trade manually anymore. It's all with, algorithm, like this kind of stuff. So I used to have a spreadsheet where I would say, here's what the server time is, here's what my local time is. I probably should make one of those if I'm going to do news trading. That way I can go, okay, if the news goes off at midnight my time, the server time is X. And you also have to realize that at certain points of the day, and that's where I may have, no, I think I got it right. At certain points of the day, the date is 1 day ahead of maybe where you're at. Server time, right? Greenwich Mean Time, I believe, is what that is. So let's see, 08:53, and this launches at 08:57. I hope it works. We'll see. I get to embarrass myself with my hack Forex programming skills, and literally when I was testing it earlier today, I'd be like, okay, 3, 2, 1. Look at the charts. Nothing. I just kind of screwed up the time. I believe I got it right. Oh, there's a trade just closed in profit from my premium signal service, fxwithterry.com. Come on into the free group. Let's see how much that made. So CHF JPY just closed in my signals group. Let's take a look. Oh, hold on. I think we got a gold trade live also. 54 minutes past. Stand by. Let me look here. 935. Nope, no gold trade active. Here's what I wanted to see. So CHF JPY sell trade just closed. 7 pips. Trades are popping off in front of this news. AUD JPY sell trade just launched. You can hear it. So there you go. It's a free trade for you. Yeah. So that trade, that's CHF JPY, was 24 minutes. What do we got? 55 minutes past. We're launching the trades at 57. So it's 55 and 30 seconds. I'll give you a 10, 9, 8 countdown. 10-second countdown. I hear people saying stuff. Let me take a look. Oh, that's just the residual trades popping off. Okay, 55 seconds here. I hope it works. We'll see. There's going to be a lot happening at once. I probably won't even be able to call it all out. I mean, we're going to have what? 6, 12, 24, 36 trades opening all at once, I think. If it works, watch it. I'll tell you what, it'll just be like, oh, that sucks. Okay, 25 seconds. $15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Gotta give it. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All of the trades are placed. 3 minutes early. Cool. So all trades are placed. Let me scale this up. You'll be able to see all of the trades. Holy crap. That's a lot of trades. So a bunch of pending buy stops and sell stops. Let's see what happens. Basically what we're looking to happen is for these prices to push really hard. Now, you'll notice from where it's at to the first order is about 8 to 10 pips. We may not even get that much movement. The entire market is moving down right now, so it's moving closer to our sell stops. We'll see. I really suspect it's not going to move enough to launch any of these trades off. Oh, it's getting close. 2 minutes to go to the news release. Price is pushing down. Well, at least my programming worked, right? In the end, we'll be able to go to the account history and see if any of these made any money. See if they lost money, whatever the case may be. The one thing that happens is that the spread goes extremely high. I wish I could kind of watch that right now, but it's going to happen so fast you probably won't be able to see it. 20 seconds. No, I'm sorry, minute and 20 seconds. Like, look at GBP CHF pushing up, GBP USD pushing down, so not 100% correlated. GBP NZD pushing pretty close to opening the first sell trade. Scale all of these a little bit. See how we got wicks up and wicks down? They're basically going, we're not going to tell you which way we're going. I mean, it's negative news. It should maybe go down, but you never know. Less than 30 seconds for news launch. Like I said, there's probably not enough money left in the market to move it very much. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Boom. Sell trades. Sell trades. Oh, it's working. Holy crap, it is working. Trailing stop moved into profit. There's my trades going profitable. Oh, man, we're getting some action here. Oh, this is going to be incredible. You can hear my phone launching all these British pound trades. Holy crap. This is awesome, man. Let me see what kind of profit we're in right now. $181 profit, $200 profit. I shouldn't necessarily say profit. The trades haven't closed yet. $150, $130. Just made a $10 profit. Again, I'm only bidding a freaking dollar, right? Now it's pushing up $200, $230. This is across all, $233. It's banked $10 so far. Again, we've got all these trailing stops, and my prices, my gaps were 10 pips apart. So 240 bucks, 250. I could close everything right out. We got a total of $12 profit banked. And again, this is proof of concept, right? It's all over the place. $230. $180, $190, $200. It's all over the place. But I'll tell you what, though, this did work. I would suspect that my trailing stop is probably a little too wide. I set it at 20 pips because it's launched a few of the trades. It's launched all 3 of the sell trades. It should have, and we'll look at this later, it should have closed off all of the buy trades. That's pretty exciting. $240. Banked $12 so far. We won't know until the price backs out and hits the trailing stop, if it does, or if it pushes even harder. That's pretty cool. $255. That is really cool. I think a interesting thing to look at will be how it affected all of the different pairs. Just banked $26.11. Holding on to a $200 profit. Very cool, man. Very cool. Wonder why my phone is not updating. That is weird. Still $230 up in profit, banked 26 so far in terms of closed profits. It'll be cool to do this now that I've proven the concept. It'll be cool to do this with some outrageous lot sizes and a really tight trailing stop. So when it pushes, it just follows right behind it, takes all its profit, closes out. We'd be up $250 right now. Just, from my bidding of 0.10 lot size. Looks like the price is all going to back out now. Still holding at $200 plus on the balance with a closed $26.11. What's interesting is I could just close everything out right now and bank $226. That's probably what I would do. If I was live trading this, I'd go, okay, we've got our push. We got some wicks at the end of all of these candles. Let's just close it out. Click, 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 click. I'd make $226 right now bidding my $1 per pip on, let's see, what is that? On 18 trades. Backing out to $195 now. Very cool. So let's think about this. Could I? Oh wow, it's back up almost $260. Oh, they've got more momentum in them. Hopefully it'll push far enough. Oh, it's about to hit take profit on one of them. Oh, it's so close. 50 pips profit. Oh man, it's right there. We're gonna make some. Oh, it's so close. GBP, JPY, boom, just hit take profit. $104 profit banked. 200 still on the table. Wow, that was very cool. Moved 50 pips. Profited all 3 trades. Trailing stop worked. That is freaking awesome. The other ones have quite a little bit of distance to go to get to the 50 pip take profit. There's another trade. Yeah, very nice. Still pushing 240. $104.03 in banked profit. So as I was saying, we could do this, and I could turn this into an automated feed. So every time I do live news trading, I could go live, at least 30 minutes early. And or if, here's how I would do it. So what you want to do, if you're not there, is come on over to fxwithterry.com and get into the free signals group. And in the group, what I would do is publish the feed that you could plug into. And I'll let you plug into it for free if I'm going to do this. And you'd be able to immediately copy the trades that I'm doing in the news, all of this automation, all of the, trailing stop and the pending buys and orders, and one cancels the other. You'd be able to plug into that feed and trade it on demo or live, however you want to do it, and my feeds would pipe right to your account. That would be very cool. Wow, this could be a whole other angle of the fxwithterry.com signal service. So still $188 on the table, banked $104. Again, I would have manually closed these out and banked the $300 worth of profit, but I'm just kind of let this thing back out and hit the trailing stops, and see what comes out of it. I think that's as much push as we're going to get, but we'll watch. Now, one thing that typically can happen, because you'll notice like GBP JPY closed out 50 pips in profit, 3 trades. And you'll notice that some of the other ones, let me move the screen down here a little bit. Oh, well, let me move it a little bit farther. GBP AUD is God, that pushed right into the take profit, but because the spread was so high, it didn't take profit. GBP CHF is really close. Not really. Not a lot of movement on that, so that's probably going to be a little bit of a loss. But here's what happens, and we'll let all these play out and see what it does, right? But here's what happens. Typically, it pushes like it did, and then over the next few hours, it kind of will push down and push down and push down a little bit. So this could push far enough to take some of the profits that are still on the table. In fact, let's see what profits are actually still on the table. $169 on the table. $104 banked. Tell me that's not just like exciting and fun to watch. So when we were talking about this afternoon in my group, fxwithterry.com, where I send out free no loss signals, and yes, my signals do not lose. It's a mathematical probability concept. We were talking about news, and I was like, you know what? I've never traded news. I know how to program a news bot, so let me do that. Right? I went and implemented it within a couple hours, and here we are. So pricing has backed out to $150 potential profit on the table right now based off of pricing, and we've banked $104.03. If I closed everything out right now, we would have banked $255. Very, very cool. So if you're watching this live, let me know what your thoughts are. If you're catching this as a replay, hopefully you're as excited as I am watching this. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to get involved with me turning this into an automated feed. And then if you're at fxwithterry.com, if you're inside the group, I'll just, before I go live news, I'll just publish the feed to you, and through a online copy service that we use called Social Trader Tools, and you can just copy it right into your account. Very cool to watch. We're about to take profit on GBP AUD. Like, so close. If it could just push a little bit more. Let's see what else is close. Actually, GBP NZD totally took profit also. That is amazing. Still $166 on the table. 104 banked. GBP AUD is so freaking close. Look at this. It is right on the take profit. If I were trading this live, I would just close this out. I mean, it's there, right? It is there. In fact, you'll notice that even if the price backs all the way out on these three trades, I've got my trailing stop here. This would be a totally profitable trade. It's already completely guaranteed profit trade. Oh, it's so close. This thing's got to take profit. Just a little bit more push. Almost there. Almost there. Let me set something here. Let me set the ask line so I can see what the spread is. Oh, it's so freaking close. I don't know. You probably can't see this on live, but I mean, oh, it's so close. Come on, baby, push a little bit hard. It's almost there. It's like a pip away. 1 pip, half a pip. Two pips away. 1 pip. Anticipation. Oh, now it's about 4. Yeah, it's like it's the price just moves up and moves down. I would imagine that. Oh, what's interesting is you'll notice that they took advantage of this news, and earlier when we had a push up on GBP AUD, they took advantage of the news, and then today they took advantage of the news to push it all the way back down, literally to where it started. So I would think if I were to draw a line, let's see if I can do this. I would think the price is going to come down to here because that's basically where it started to push yesterday. So a lot of this is just patience, right? Still $150, well, $160 on. Ooh, it's pushing hard now. We are literally a quarter pip away from. There we go. Just took profit. So that's 3 out of the 6 that completely took profit. We banked $179.96. Still $100 on the table in terms of open profit. Wow. That was cool to see. So GBP JPY, completely in profit. GBP AUD, completely in profit. GBP NZD, completely in profit. And we got 3 open. GBP USD, GBP Swiss franc, and GBP CAD. So let's take a look at each one of these. So GBP USD, let me scale this a little bit. We've got the trailing stop. So trade 1 and 2 are in profit if it backs out right now. And it would be a slight loss on trade 3. So overall, that basket will be profitable. The take profit is down here. So it's unlikely it's going to reach that far. But nonetheless, it's going to be at least 2 out of 3 profitable trades there. Let's go GBP Swiss franc. We've got the trailing stop set at break even on the first trade. Next 2 trades are open, it looks like. Take profit is way down here. Yeah, they are. So that one's going to be, unless the price keeps pushing, that one's going to be a slight over the 2. Not very much. I mean, it's only 10 pips and I was bidding $1. It's going to be pretty negligible. Let's look at the next one. So the next one, GBP CAD. All 3 trades are in profit. The trailing stop, everything was set at break even. So no matter what happens here, all 3 of these, at least 2 of the trades will be profitable and 1 will be break even. The take profit is down here at the bottom. Didn't quite reach it. Looks like the price is retracing a little bit. That's fine. If it hits the trailing stop, this is going to be nicely profitable. Overall, right now, if we just kind of let it be and the price backed out on us, this is going to be, oh, we just banked more money. $198.66. Nice. Which one was that? I can't even keep track of it now. Up $214.74. Yep, the price is retracing and hitting the trailing stops. $222.11. Just took a tiny little few cent loss. $221.95 in profit with a negative $13 on the table. That is freaking awesome. I'm going to let these, we'll let these play out at this point, because even though we're getting some retracement and we have two pairs still open, GBP USD and GBP CHF, there still could be, there's some retracement here, some negative retracement, but it could just go the other way and all of these be profitable over time. Wow, that was really nice. So we essentially not even ended up with, but we're at $221.95 profit, negative $5 on the table, still open. That's very cool. If that isn't exciting to watch, I don't know what is. Let's open this up and see what's still on the table. So we still got 4 sell trades, 3 GBP Chief sell trades, and 1 GBP USD sell trade. That is really nice. Look at the account history. Look at all of these trades. All these closed trades at $221.95. And again, that was bidding 0.1. I was bidding $1 per pip. I don't know why. I don't know why I was such a wuss on the lot size. I should have done them at all at freaking $10. 1.0 lot size. We'll do that on the next news. I think there's some AUD news coming out later today. Yeah, maybe I will program it. I'll program it for the AUD news once we get off the live here. And I doubt that I'm going to go live because it's not that long from now. It is 12:20 a.m. right now, and that would go off at 6 a.m. So I'll at least program it and let it run in the background. Let me come back here real quick. So good. We have some people watch. I don't know if you guys all caught this. Let me know. Give me. There's, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's live chat. Let me know what you think about that. Cool? Boring? Should I pat myself on the back because my programming was so good there? So let's see. One more look at what's open here. So GBP USD. Wow, one sell trade open with the take profit down here. The stop loss is back here. So completely protected. If it pushes down, let's see how far we need to go to get to take profit. 28 pips. Probably not going to move that far. But over time it might. Let's look at GBP Swiss franc. Let's see how far it has to go to profit. 32 pips. I guess if you think about this, GBP JPY pushed, GBP AUD pushed. I mean, they pretty much all did, but we got 4 out of the 6 that all went into a 50 pip profit. And I just absolutely randomly guessed at the 10 pip gaps and 50 pip take profit. The only thing I think I might have done, although I probably overall it would have been slightly less profitable, is to have a tighter trailing stop. That way it just followed it and we're not holding on to a few of these trades. But yeah, so if I do publish the video on the next news coming up in the morning, I will do a recap on what, ultimately happened here. Although I guess the price is pushing again. There was some retracement, but now it's pushing again. I'm not going to sit here and watch it. I think that's enough. Pretty cool. Extremely cool. All right, appreciate you guys watching live news trading FX with Terry.com. Come on over to the free group, get access to my no loss signals, and I think this is a very interesting value add that I'll be able to bring to the table is this news trading with that particular robot, and what we'll do moving forward, just for entertainment purposes, until I really perfect this thing, is I'll just go some really heavy lot sizes, and it'll be really impressive. Although it's not like, making $221 in 20 minutes isn't pretty cool. We'll see. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next live news trading session. Take care.